One of the most important, most useful, and most underrated skills of a bass player is being able to construct bass lines solely by reading charts, chord charts. If you can learn to play solid bass lines just by reading a chord chart, you will have a very high chance of getting into a band if that's what your ultimate goal is. The first step is knowing where all of the notes are on the fretboard, which is why I made this video today with the 3 beginner levels of fretboard memorization. I think a lot of people get overwhelmed. They just try to memorize every single note of the fretboard going up by half steps. That's not the way to do it. So that's why I made this more methodical 3-step program. Follow these 3 steps. You might not completely have the fretboard memorized, but you'll be well on your way. Level 1, your first step into this whole fretboard note knowledge memorization, is C major scale in home position or first position. So we're going to start with C on the A string, 3rd fret, C. Then we have open D string, E, 2nd fret, F, 3rd fret, open G, A, 2nd fret. Then we have B. Now we are going to shift up 1, get this high C in there, and go back down. Now we're going to go down, B, A, G, F, E. Those notes are all in the C major scale. We just can't go down and get that 2nd octave below. So we're just going to go down to E and then back up. You should be able to know these notes in your sleep. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, F, G, A, B, C. Take your time with this step. This may even take you a couple weeks to memorize all that. You shouldn't go on to level 2 until you have that mastered. Keep in mind, none of this is for technique, so I'm not going to be talking about the fingerings to use or how to play or anything. It's just about learning the notes. I have some other videos I'll link to at the end or put it in the description that if you want to do a deep dive into some technique stuff, I have some videos that'll help you with that for sure. One good exercise is to go C up to D, C up to E, C, F, C, G, C, A, C, B, C, C. Level 2 is really dependent on you knowing these C major notes pretty well, because we're going to learn the in-between notes of the C major scale. That's all of the, on the piano it would be all the black keys. On the bass, it's just all the frets we haven't used yet. We'll start with the C. We'll think about a note above and a note below. We have C sharp, B, C. C sharp, B, C. You can also think of B. Sometimes it'll come up as C flat. Not too often, but it does occasionally happen. So you can also think C, C sharp, C flat, C. We'll go up to our next note of the scale, which is D. So a half step below D is the C sharp, 4th fret on the A string. A half step above is D sharp, so we have D sharp, C sharp, D. D sharp, C sharp, D. Or D sharp, D flat, D. You're going to encounter situations where all these notes are going to be called either a sharp or a flat. So you can think of, but just know this 1st fret is either E flat or D sharp. This 4th fret here is either C sharp or D flat. They're called enharmonic notes. Enharmonic, where they sound the same, but they have a different name. Sound the same with a different name. Our next note in the scale is E. If we go a half step up, we have F. Half step down, we have E flat or D sharp again. Next note of the scale is F. Again, a half step below, we have E. Half step above, F sharp. F, E, F sharp, F. And just like C down to B, we can also think of sometimes, on occasion, the 2nd fret here will actually be F flat. That's pretty rare, like I said. Occasionally you'll have to think about it that way. especially if you're into like doing walking bass lines on jazz or playing some more complicated tunes. F to E and C to B. Those are the two what's called naturally occurring half steps. If you think about a piano, there's no black key between C and B, and there's no black key between E and F. So that's the naturally occurring half steps. Let's keep moving on here. We're getting in the weeds. So we have F, F sharp, E slash F flat, up to F. We also have G flat here, 4th fret. Now we have open G string, F sharp slash G flat on the 4th fret, G sharp slash A flat on the 1st fret, open G. Next one on the scale is A, 2nd fret G string. So we got A sharp, A flat, B flat, G sharp. B, half step above we have C, half step below we have B flat slash A sharp. And then C, C sharp, B, C, D flat, C natural. If we go down, B, then we have B flat, C, B, or A sharp, C, C flat, or B. We have A flat here, 4th fret E, B flat, A flat, or A sharp, G sharp, A natural. And then we have G, G sharp, G flat, G, or A flat, G flat, G, or A flat, F sharp, G. Then we have F, F sharp, E, F, or G flat, F. So now that we've sort of understood how all these notes, extra notes, weave in and out of the C major scale, we'll think about the chromatic scale, which is just going up by half steps. If you haven't figured it out already, a half step is 1 fret to the next. A whole step would be skipping a fret in between. Those are the building blocks of music. So if we start on E, we're going to think about all of the sharp notes. So we'll go E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, or C rather, C, and then also going down, C, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E. Once you know that, you should have pretty much memorized from the nut to the 4th fret. And you should also, even before you've done this should probably be like level like 0.5, is knowing the 5th fret on any string is the same as the open string above it. So we have E, and then A here on the 5th fret is the same A as the open string. 5th fret A is the same as the open D. 5th fret D is the same as the open G. And we know that this 5th fret here is our C from the top of the scale. So there we have the first 5 frets on all 4 strings memorized. As a bonus, that means you have all the notes from the 12th fret to the 15th fret memorized, because they're the same notes, just an octave higher. So if you really want, you can do all that same exercise way up here on the neck. So here's our C major scale. The only difference is you can't use the open strings. So really, now we know this area of the fretboard and this area of the fretboard. And this tends to be where I think a lot of people really start to struggle, is the in-betweens. So this level 3 is going to be what I call no man's land. First step is to learn the C scale, starting right here on the 10th fret of the E string. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Go up to that G. So if you memorize all of that, and you can go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, And then you can do the same thing we did before, where you go C up to D, back to C, then C, E, C, F, C, G, C, A, C, B, C, 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 D, C, E, C, F, G. So now if you memorize those notes, you can also work on the chromatic in between notes. Now you suddenly have some of this no man's land figured out. You have the first 5 frets. You have here. That's going to get you pretty much everything you need to really start to lock in the fingerboard. Even if you don't know exactly, like, if you just play a random note, you might not know right away what note it is. But if you just go down an octave, oh, it's just a G sharp, right? Or you can think you're 1 fret above the open string, G sharp. Memorizing the fretboard on the bass can feel pretty daunting, especially if you're used to reading tabs or just playing basic root fifth patterns from chord sheets or that kind of thing. It can feel like there's just an infinite amount of patterns and notes and shapes to learn. But the reality is, if you can learn these first 5 frets, like I was saying, and then the no man's land, you pretty much start to get there, and it's not as much as it seems when you're first starting. You can do it if you just practice diligently, work methodically, learn that C major scale inside and out, upside and down, and backwards. And then the next thing you can do to challenge yourself is take this 1 octave C scale and start it anywhere. So we'll start on E, so we have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. There's the E major scale. And challenge yourself to name every single note of that E major scale as you play it. You can start anywhere on the E string or the A string and get that 1 octave scale pattern in. If you want to do more deep dive into music theory, got some lessons on my channel for you, or maybe you want technique. There's something for you here in the recommendation algorithm. YouTube will show you a video you might want to watch. Go to next. Go watch it. Click it right around here somewhere.